Welcome back. I'm George, Radar's Candidate Whisperer, giving you tips on how to create a better relationship with your job candidate. Today, we're going to discuss the art of the interview. Now, I act on the side, so I consider myself an artist. And when you're recruiting, you get to join me. So are you. So pull out your scarves and join me on a journey to find the art in recruiting. I have a little thing I like to use. I call it my PPCs. And it just helps me remember it because these three things are really important. I think you need to be personal, you need to be professional, and you need to be consistent. With these three things, I feel like you can deal with your candidates in a way that's going to be fair for everyone. So let's look at the first part, personal. This is personal on your side. This is personal on their side. On your side, you need to know the job, the location, the day-to-day vibe. What are their responsibilities? What knowledge do they need to have? And well, what hours are they going to work? When are you going to need them there? These are all going to play a role in how personal it is to them. Second thing you need to do is be empathetic to their life situation. So you're going to need to ask a lot of questions. You're going to need to get to know your candidate. If you do this, they'll learn to trust you. Now, if you check out my last video, I dive much deeper into this, so feel free to go back and watch it. It's a more in-depth conversation, and it'll teach you the art of getting to know your candidate. The second part is important, but I think the most important part of this is be realistic. What is the job? How do all the factors of your candidate fit into the responsibilities you need, and how have others performed? Be realistic with yourself as well as them, and they'll thank you. Plus, you'll find the right person. You can look back at previous employees who have been very successful and look for little indicators. That'll help. The second major part of the PPC is professional. And this may be the most important part to me as far as the PPC goes, because you've got to be available. You've got to respond within 24 hours. You got to leave all your channels open for communication. Now, I'm not saying be on the clock all the time, but you need to adjust to their learning and communication styles. Give it all you have while you're at work and make communicating with your candidates a priority throughout the day. If you do that, you'll become their confidant. You'll be a liaison, and they'll believe in you. They'll believe you're trustworthy and honest because that's how that works. And if you understand your needs, you can understand what you're going to need from them. Radar does these extensive meetings with our clients to really understand what they're trying to accomplish. Really get to know their mission statement, ask them about their culture, their requirements. When we do this, we really understand and open the box on things they don't put on a piece of paper. And I feel like these meetings are important. So have these meetings with your own employees to find out what they're looking for as a coworker. So do your homework. Look at other similar jobs and find other pieces that you may not have thought of, other ideas. Other companies are not your competition. They're a resource. Go online and look at their job ads, look at how successful their company is, and you'll find out that their recruiting is going to play some role in that. Now, the third part of the PPC is just basic consistency. And consistency is important in all aspects of life, but in recruiting, it really ties everything together. You've got to minimize your rescheduling for starters. If you're putting candidates off because of other things and not prioritizing them, they're going to not prioritize you. And you got to do whatever it takes to prioritize them if you expect a good candidate. So I use text, email, phone calls. I use it all. I tell my candidates you can reach me any way, and I'm really easy to reach. And this is a big, important part of it. Well, I hope all of this will strengthen your skill set as a hiring manager. So do what I do. Take a seminar, read a book, read an article, listen to a podcast. Growth takes learning. And if you want to be good at this, you got to get better. Always consider the possibility that the sociological impact of the world changes how a candidate may be feeling. So if you don't keep up with trends and don't keep up with the recruiting industry, you're not going to follow. So as I said in my last video, be careful of low-key biases. And those will happen if you don't keep up. So, go out there and listen to your favorite podcast about recruiting, read your favorite article, trust your favorite source, and just use any resource you can find. That's the best I can give you. That's my PPC. And as always, check out our other videos, like and subscribe for more content and tips on how to improve your recruiting process. Ciao.